Hey there, it's Thin Diesel, and today I'll be reviewing two films. Captain America from 1990 and The Punisher from 1989. Both of these Marvel films seem to get a lot of flack, so I'm here to defend them. The first thing you should know is their budgets. Captain America had a budget of about $10 million, while The Punisher had a budget of about $9 million. Comparatively, Superman from 1978 had a budget of about $50 million. And skipping ahead to the Captain America movies that have come out recently, those have around a budget of about $120 million. And if you compare the budgets of other action films from the late 80s, early 90s, it's not even fair for these two films. The 1989 Punisher stars Dolph Lundgren, whose previous biggest film was the flop Master of the Universe, which in no way, shape, or form can I defend. That movie was just terrible. But I'm a huge fan of Dolph Lundgren, so I gave this movie a chance and ended up really liking it. This version of The Punisher is about a cop who loses his family in a bombing thanks to the mob. He goes underground and eventually seeks revenge on the people who killed his family. While there are some negative things you could say about this film, I thoroughly enjoyed the campy violence as well as the B-movie atmosphere. It's also notable for being the first rated R Marvel film, and some of the scenes in the film would not fly in today's climate. Next up, we have the 1990 version of Captain America, which boasts some of the worst wardrobe as well as movie makeup you'll see in any Marvel film, particularly on the character of the Red Skull. The plot is fairly straightforward. With this Captain America, we get an origin story of Red Skull as well as Steve Rogers. Now, this movie's not particularly long. It's only an hour and 30 minutes, so the plot will seem rushed compared to most modern-day Marvel films. But that doesn't detract from how fun this movie is. Fair warning, there's a lot of bad special effects in this film, but what do you expect from $10 million? It's downright silly at times, but it's still watchable. I give both of these movies a C+. Why you should watch The Punisher from 1989 and Captain America from 1990. They're both very fun and they don't take themselves too seriously. Almost like you're reading some of the older versions of the comics. And if you're a fan of B-action films, these movies are both perfect for you. Why you shouldn't watch these two. If you're a huge fan of the current Marvel films, these movies will probably seem archaic or downright stupid, and leave you wondering how these movies even got greenlit. Film recommendations. I'd recommend watching Master of the Universe, very campy, Flash Gordon, very campy, Men of War starring Dolph Lundgren, as well as Universal Soldier starring Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme. And if you really want to crank up the cheesiness, I'd recommend watching the 1979 TV movie Captain America. That's all I have for today. Until next time.